Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics. I have a very special release for you today. It's Wednesday, it's not Sunday, which is a little odd. We are doing a So It's Wednesday release for you today. And the fabrics that we are releasing are fabrics you've seen before, but they just flew off the shelf here. So a lot of these sold out the day that they were released, so were really popular. So they've just come back in. We've had a shipment come in just last week, I think it was. So we've managed to unpack these ones and we thought we'd get them out to you again straight away for those who missed out the first time and they really, really wanted them. So the first one is what I'm wearing, and this is Ruby Soft Hand Sweater Knit. It's a really beautiful, soft, very light sweater knit. It is 96% poly, 4% spandex, 190 GSM. So it is very, very light. It still has a really nice cozy factor to it. I'm going to show you what I made. I'm going to drag this little stool over, pardon the noise, because clearly it didn't work when I turned the camera around, which I hoped that it might. So this is all the patterns are from Pattern Emporium. I have mashed it. This is the Symphony skirt. So it's got this gourd section here and the Keep It Simple bodice with the True Romance sleeves. So I think it's, excuse that noise. I think it's kind of cute. It's probably the most pattern mashing I've ever done, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I love the sleeves, they're so pretty. So this is really super comfortable to wear, cozy. I think you'd need a coat if you are, if you're in a particularly cold climate. If you're in Queensland or up north somewhere, this is probably great just as it is. But if you're in a colder climate, you would probably need something either underneath it or over the top to really keep you warm. But in the office, it's probably going to be great just as it is. So this is the Ruby Soft Hand Sweater Knit. It goes with 2072, the thread. So let me show you the fabric. I mean, you can see how it drapes really nicely here, but let me show you the stretch. It's so soft, it's beautiful. Let me show you, let me get it the right way. So it's really, really nice. That's the right side. So it's got a little bit of brushing on the right side, just a little bit, not a lot, just to give that really nice softness. All right, let's open this up properly. So it's got really, really great stretch. So much stretch that I have actually used quite a bit of clear elastic in my dress here. And actually just holding it like this to show you the drape, I can feel it pulling down a little bit. So I used clear elastic in my shoulder seams and in the waist seam of this dress. So I don't love how the seam looks on this one, which is why I've covered it over with the belt. I think it looks nicer with the belt. I think if it was a print, you might not notice it quite so much there, but I just used the clear elastic in both and it doesn't drop down at all. It's perfectly stable like this, which is really nice. Because you don't want your garment to look different on you at the end of the day than it did at the beginning. You want it to be the same. So just stabilizing it with that elastic really does help and it makes the difference. So Ruby Soft Hand Sweater Knit. Next we have the brushed irregular rib knits that came out just a few weeks ago. We had a few colors that went. I've managed to get 3 of those colors. One I couldn't get again, unfortunately. So these brushed ribs, they're only 190 GSM, but they're thick and they're soft and they're fluffy, so they're really cozy and they're nice and warm. Sorry, they're not 190, they're 220 GSM. Sorry about that. Did I say that? Anyway, 97% poly, 3% spandex, and it's this gorgeous irregular rib. They're so soft. And this is it's probably actually less than 1 meter cut because we didn't need it, but it's nice and poofy. It's really great. So this is the cobalt blue. Beautiful for a jumper, for a dress. One of our customers made a dress out of this very fabric and it looked amazing. Then I think she made herself a little jumper to go on the top of as well. It was very clever. that it looked sensational. So it works really nicely as a dress. Great jumper, great cardigan. It's blue on the back, so really good for things like cardigans. It has really nice stretch both ways and beautiful drape. So pretty. So this cobalt blue goes with 2877. And then we have the dark green, which also sold out. I won't open it all the way up. It's so soft and beautiful. It's just the perfect thing for a really nice jumper for winter, I think. It's nice and smooth on the back, so it's not going to be irritating at all. I shouldn't say smooth. It's nice and soft on the back. You can still feel and see the ribs, but they're so soft that I don't think they would bother anybody. So this is the dark green. It doesn't have a matching thread, unfortunately. Let me show you the other side without the bit of paper on there. It's just gorgeous. And then the wild berry, which I used to make a jumper. I made the Sheridan sweater, which I shared with you yesterday. I just love the colour of this. It's a real pop of colour. This one goes with 1417. Really, really pretty wild berry. So that's all the brushed irregular ribs that I have. I know barn red. You all love the barn red as well, which Beth sewed up for us, but unfortunately my supply didn't have it, so I couldn't get any more in. I've only got those 3, unfortunately. We do still have the mint and the lilac in stock, and they are beautiful, those colours. They're really soft, pastel-y, gorgeous colours. Really, really pretty. I can't wear it, unfortunately, but I really want to because they're so pretty. So don't forget about the mint and the lilac as well that we still have in stock. Okay, now I would like to show you one that you might not have seen for a little while, but it was very popular when it was here. And it's this gorgeous double brush poly called Paisley Palette. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Let me open it up for you. So we had this in black and in red, which is this one. And I couldn't get the black again, but I was able to get this gorgeous red. The colours in this are so pretty. You see that print up nice and close. The colours are gorgeous. So double brush poly, which means it has amazing stretch, amazing drape, and it is just almost the perfect fabric because it can be used for so many different garments. I would make this dress in double brush poly without hesitating. I'd make leggings, I'd make a top, I'd make a pair of pants, I'd make a cardigan. There is just so much you can do. It's just gorgeous. Okay, 2054 is the matching thread for this one. And we've matched it up with the teal rayon modal and russet double brush poly is really pretty with that, and so is the mustard double brush poly. Paisley palette in red. Now this next one I think you're going to be happy to see back again, because I know some of you missed out on this one. This is Destiny in Green. Look at that, so soft. Double brush poly again, beautiful and soft. Let me show you up close those beautiful colors again. They're so pretty. Okay, I don't have a matching thread for this one, unfortunately. Just don't have quite the right dark green to go with it, but it coordinates really nicely with the Tiffany cotton spandex and tangerine double brush poly. For those reds, let me get a bit closer so you can see it with those reds that are in there. And then mauve latte, you can see that matches in with that bit there. This is 200 GSM modal, ivory and coral cotton spandex. All these links are up on the website, so you'll see all these fabrics which coordinate with it nicely. But Destiny in Green. Okay, now this might be my all-time favorite, oh, it feels like a big call to make. It's definitely right up there with one of my most favorite ever fabrics, and I think a lot of you feel the same way because we've had it in a couple of times before and it has gone crazy each time. It is Devalicious in black. So this is just a double brush poly, but it has the velvet flocking on it, which makes it really special. Really, really special. It does feel a little bit heavier than your normal double brushed because of that flocking. So it is black, so the light is really picking up that background at the moment and making it a bit lighter, but that actually works for me because you can see that velvet flocking. So you can see that the stretch is reduced a little bit too. Usually double brush poly stretches a lot more than that, but because of that velvet flocking, it has reduced. But I made, the vertical's pretty good, I made a Hepburn dress by Pants for Pirates. I wrote it down. You know, I get confused between Pants for Pirates and Made for Mermaids. And that is quite a fitted dress, and it's a turtleneck. It's all the way up here. You know, it's got the slim arms on it, and I have no problem getting in or out of it, and it's really comfortable to wear. So although the stretch is a bit firmer, it is still really nice. Now, when we cut this off the roll, it had a very strong smell to it. I guess it would be a chemical smell that was on it, but it was really strong. So I took this cut home and I just did what I normally did with new fabric, and I just do a 30-minute quick wash, which is not a wash I would do for clothes that we have worn. It wouldn't feel enough for me to do that particular wash in my machine. But with new fabric, I just put it in the 30-minute quick wash cycle just to, you know, get some of the chemicals off and, you know, do the pre-shrinking, that sort of thing. So I did that with this fabric. It now smells fine. So I just want to reassure you that if you buy some of this and then you pull it out of the packaging and think, whoa, that's quite smelly, a quick wash will sort it out. Thank goodness, because it is too pretty not to be able to sew it up. Okay, so it still has nice drape. I think you probably, you know, hopefully people will share with us some of their makes with this fabric, because I think a lot of people, because we've released it a few times already, have probably already sewn a few things up with this one. It just really gives it some elegance, I think, the flocking. You know, it is just a standard black, but it just really gives it some elegance, this fabric. So we have just put it with thread number 4000. All right, Devalicious in black, double brush poly. It's back, finally. I've been looking for it for a long time. It's been a while since we've had it. Okay, so I just have two more fabrics to show you. And this next one is a corduroy. It is so gorgeous and soft. It's really, really beautiful. So this color is Aubergine, and it went very, very quickly when we first released it because it is such an amazing color. Now, some things to note. For me, corduroy, my memories of corduroy were quite a stiff fabric. Didn't usually have any stretch. It had a bit of thickness and a bit of weight to it. And I thought that the ribbing ran vertically. This corduroy, the ribbing runs, the lines run horizontally across the fabric. It has really good stretch and it's not stiff. It has really nice drape to it. So I guess it's just a knit version of a corduroy, which there's always some great benefits to a knit version of fabrics, I think. It's really soft and comfortable to wear. I made myself a modern sweater, also by Patterns for Pirates, and I use the black and the ivory as well, and it's really, really lovely to wear, really nice. It does photograph quite shiny, this fabric, and it's not totally without shine, but it's not quite as shiny as it appeared in those photos. So I did show you the stretch, didn't I? I'll show you again, just in case. And the drape was beautiful too. So, I mean, you could use this for a jacket, you could use it for a pair of pants, for a full dress would look amazing. I used it for a jumper, it could be a top. There's heaps that you can do with it. I put it with thread number 2725 for this one. You can see it drapes really nicely just like that, can't you? It's got a beautiful drape to it, which is really nice. Okay, one last fabric to show you. And it is this gorgeous velvet that we had in a little while ago. It was probably only a few weeks, was it? I don't know. A few weeks, a month, 2 months, I'm not sure. But this velvet, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I'm not a huge velvet person, I have to say, but this feels luxurious and just absolutely gorgeous. And it sold very quickly. You can see there's some lines on this one. This is our first cut, so it shouldn't be like that the rest of it. It's just quite sensitive to what it is, to any weight on it, this one. So that's from the rolling of it, I believe. So they sold out really quickly, the velvets. So I tried to order some more, but all I could get was the navy. This was the only one that I could get again, unfortunately. So I got it in, even though it's the only one. It is 330 GSM. It's a beautiful weight, this one. It's 90% poly, 10% spandex. So it's got some firm stretch to it. I made myself a jacket out of the burgundy version of this. It does have some vertical stretch there. And there is your drape. So the jacket I just loved. It'll make a beautiful dress, a top or a skirt or pants, just really luxurious. But then you could probably pare it down if you didn't want something too dressy with, you know, something simple on top. There's a lot of options. There's lots that you could do with this one. It's just beautiful. So 3561 is the matching thread. So all of these are now available on our website, and I put them under new arrivals, and I put them under So It's Wednesday and the normal categories that they would be under as well on our website. So jump online. They won't be going anywhere. So It's Wednesday products we usually take off once Wednesday is over, but of course we won't do that. These will be available until they sell out on the website. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I haven't surprised you too much and confused you with your days of the week by putting a video up today. It is Wednesday, not Sunday. But I will be back on Sunday, and I do have another special release for you on Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. Jump online, grab these fabrics before they go again, and I'll see you on the weekend. Thanks. Bye.